North Carolina, my message is clear. Disaster is at the doorstep and is coming in. If you're on the coast, there is still time to get out safely. No possession is worth your life. For those not under an evacuation order, finish your preparations today if you haven't already. Move to safety if your home is at risk. Bring in supplies if it's not. Plan to be without power for days. Understand that the rain may last for days and not hours. And this may be a marathon, not a sprint. This storm threatens life. The forecast shows a storm surge higher than many homes. The National Weather Service has just said it will be unbelievably damaging, and they can't emphasize that enough. Violent winds can blow down power lines and trees. Heavy, sustained rain that can flood our rivers and low-lying ground will be coming. And expect this storm to batter our state for days. Floodplain experts at the North Carolina Emergency Management have been modeling the storm's projected impacts. And from the storm surge alone, tens of thousands of structures are expected to be flooded in North Carolina. We are sharing that information with local officials so that they can prepare. Shelters began opening yesterday, with more opening today to take people in who've been displaced by evacuations. There are at least 16 shelters that are open now, and we are truly grateful for the volunteers, the Red Cross, and others who are helping us. I've authorized more North Carolina National Guard soldiers to report for duty. By 7 p.m. today, 2,800 soldiers will be on active duty, joined by even more on standby. These soldiers are directed to preserve life and safety and provide route clearance of roads and support communications and logistics. Prisons and jails in vulnerable areas are being evacuated as well. Long-term care facilities have been urged to work with local emergency management officials to ensure resident and patient safety. Today, our state parks and museums are closed, state universities have canceled classes, and many public schools are closing as well, plus providing their buildings as shelters. No matter where this storm comes ashore, it will have widespread, significant impacts in North Carolina. The coast will feel the blast first thing in the morning with damaging, life-threatening surge, winds, and rain. Those of you in central North Carolina should be prepared to feel the impact of the storm from Thursday night through the weekend due to the sustained rainfall and persistent wind. And western North Carolina residents should be prepared for heavy rain. As we remember earlier this year, that can trigger mudslides and road closings. In short, every county and every person in North Carolina needs to stay alert and to take this storm seriously. Yesterday, I ordered a state evacuation of North Carolina's barrier islands from the Virginia border to the South Carolina line. And thanks to our local partners, many evacuation orders are in place for other areas. And I urge residents to heed those orders. For those not under evacuation orders, gather your emergency supplies if you haven't already. Food, water, flashlights, extra batteries, medications, important documents if you need to evacuate. Remember to make plans for your pets and clear your yard of debris that can cause damage in high winds. Finally, download the Ready NC app for updates and to learn the weather about the storm, and call 211 for information or to connect you with local resources.